Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Captify Consulting Investor Relations team, I welcome you all to the H1 FY26 post-earnings conference call of Concord Control Systems Limited. Today on the call from the management team we have with us Mr. Gaurav Lal, Joint Managing Director. As a disclaimer, I would like to inform all of you that this call may contain forward-looking statements which may involve risks and uncertainties. Also, a reminder that this call is being recorded. I would now request the management to brief us about the business and performance highlights for the period ended September 2025, the growth plan and vision for the coming year, post which we will open the floor for Q&A. Over to you, sir.
Namaskar आप सबको and good afternoon everyone. It's an absolute pleasure to connect with all of you again, and so let me start by saying that which I'm really proud personally is that Concord has delivered highest ever H1 numbers. Year on year we have been trying to grow and continuously deliver growth, but this year has been phenomenal growth till H1 of 2026. Our growth is very strong, our foundation is solid, and I think जो हमारा momentum है वो इस वक्त super solid है, and we said that we will keep growing at a CAGR of 40 to 50%, and लोगों को लगा कि हम थोड़े से ambitious हैं, but today I can confidently say that we are ready to outbeat the numbers and the way we are trying to grow the company, because there are so many new developments which are happening, and today I am standing, I'm in front of all of you with not only one update but 4 exciting developments that will shape the next phase of Concord's journey. Each one of this is big, it is strategic, and it is built for scale. Each one of these highlights ensures that there will be a large run up for Concord in coming months and quarters. हम हमेशा ये सोचते हैं कि हम फ्यूचरिस्टिक बिलीव करते हैं, फ्यूचरिस्टिक थिंकिंग रखते हैं, बट आज की डेट में कॉन्कॉर्ड उस तरीके से काम कर रहा है जहाँ पे हम एक वंदे भारत की स्पीड में उसको फास्ट एग्जीक्यूट भी करते हैं, और अब we are very close in becoming a much larger railway innovation company than what we have been till now. So the 4 big developments of H1 FY26 is, the first is that we got the RDSO technical prototype clearance of Kavach 4.0. इसका बेसिक मतलब क्या है? इसका मतलब ये है कि जितने भी हमारे प्रोडक्ट्स हैं RDSO में कवच के रिलेटेड, उसमें we have got the technical prototype clearance, which means that the product is developed and the first level of testing of the product and the functionality has been done, and now the product is ready to be installed for field trials. Once this happens, the product will start being percolated for further deployment. Basically, we are now commercializing the entire effort of many years of R&D, and इस कंपनी में जितना भी हमने आज तक काम किया उसमें ये सबसे सिग्निफिकेंट माइलस्टोन है अभी तक हमारा. सो वी आर रियली हैप्पी अबाउट इट. एंड इससे जो सबसे बड़ा एडवांटेज कंपनी को मिलता है वो मिलता है कि नाउ वी आर एलिजिबल टू पार्टिसिपेट इन एवरी अपकमिंग टेंडर ऑफ कवच. And there are few tenders, large tenders, which are in pipeline in the next couple of months from ICF and CLW for multiple train sets and coach units. So now we are happy to share this that we are there. Second, along with this, we also secured the first order for the field trial of Kavach, and in this we are going to do a trial of 5 stations, 6 RIUs, which are the remote interface units, and 10 loco coverage systems in the south central railway area, and a section length of 53 kilometers. And we hope that this will be very successful for us and will further bring us more and more credibility. अभी तक लोगों को लगता था कि हम थोड़ा ambitious हैं and we are only talking about Kavach, but now we are actually about to deliver it as a mainstream product of Concord. Next. The third major news, and I think this is going to transform the entire journey of Concord in coming years, is that we have developed the country's first zero emission propulsion for diesel locomotives. Which means कि जो diesel locomotives होते हैं जिनकी caudal life ख़त्म हो जाती है, we take that engine and we convert it into a fully electric or a battery powered zero emission locomotive. And this not only reduces the scrappage of the railway asset, but it also enhances the cost as well as gives the cost benefit to the user, so that they can use this on a zero carbon emission net zero basis for future use. This is going to be a game changer for us, not only for the Indian market, but with this we also foresee that there will be a large opportunity coming from the global markets. In fact, globally this is a very sizable market and there are hardly any players, and with us manufacturing the entire locomotive subsystems in-house, जो हमने पिछले साल हमने एक्विजिशन किया था, उस एक्विजिशन को हमने भी उम्मीद नहीं करी थी कि हम इतना धमाकेदार तरीके से उसको टर्न अराउंड कर ले जाएंगे, और उसमें हम जो रेलवे इनोवेशंस करेंगे वो इतने बढ़िया होंगे कि हम not only for the Indian market, we are also now ready for the global market to supply zero emission locomotives which will be powered by battery, which can be powered by alternative fuels like hydrogen. In fact, अगर मैं hydrogen की बात करूँ तो we are already working on we are very close to develop, and we are working on a project of a hybrid solution between hydrogen and battery powered zero emission locomotive. So this is going to be one of the most important news of this H1 for us, and we hope that this will change the trajectory and will transform Concord as a major railway innovation company in India. The fourth acquisition is again very close to our heart. Nitin and me are really bullish about this, that we have entered into the high value electric manufacturing services, where electronics manufacturing services for railway electronics, and this is a very futuristic move. बहुत सारे लोग इसको अभी उस तरीके से नहीं समझ पा रहे कि हमने इसमें क्यों एंट्री करी, बट with being the largest flex PCB manufacturer as an installed capacity in India, we feel that this will not only put Concord on the Indian railway EMS map, but will also make us strategically ready for future box building solutions for railway grade assemblies for global suppliers. And इसमें we see a revenue potential of more than 200 crores at full capacity, with an EBITDA margin of almost 20% upwards, and we foresee that we will be expanding the capacities in near future as well. So these are the 4 key developments which are going to change what we do today. And last year we started this journey by acquiring Advance Rail in Bangalore. The execution of that acquisition has been phenomenal. it was a very bold move. Similarly, Fusion is again a bold move with railway EMS coming in play. But to be honest, the turnaround has been really dramatic. Mohsin, let's go back to the R&D slide only. The turnaround has been really dramatic, and in fact the capital which we had invested, we have already been able to repay that through profits, and the business is showing tremendous growth potential going forward. And we can now proudly say that Concord is more of a R&D, more of a technology and an innovations company. Today, we have more than 110 R&D engineers who are full-time working only and only in R&D. So our core strength is now 100% research-backed design and development firm for railways, and we envisage, or rather, we have a vision where we feel that we will become a railway technology and an innovation company not only for India but for the global railways as well. With the current in-house capabilities of R&D, integrated manufacturing facilities, and the entire team of people which we have, we are very strongly positioned to design, do the entire electronics assembly, do the software development, testing, and ultimately do the field trials and field commissioning of our products. So these are the key highlights which I have. And now moving on to the revenue or the So the business highlights for this year is that we have grown our revenues by 64% on a year-on-year basis, and today we stand at 81.55 crores. Our EBITDA margin has overall EBITDAs has grown by 53%, and today we are at 21.73 crores. The net profit of the company has increased by 85% if I compare with H1 of FY25 with H1 of FY26, which means a 16 crores of net profit is delivered in the first half year of financial year 26. And today we have a very strong order book of more than 313 crores, uh, which signifies an increase of almost 47% in our current order book. एंड जो ये धुआंधार ग्रोथ है, ये तो अभी आई थिंक सिर्फ शुरुआत है. What we have seen in our past performance also is that our H1 numbers versus our H2 numbers, H2 numbers are always higher than the H1 numbers. So we feel that we will, rather we don't feel, but we are very confident कि हम उसी तरीके से इस बार भी H1 और H2 के नंबर्स को फुलफिल करेंगे एंड वो ग्रोथ कंपनी में दे सकेंगे. हमारा पिछले साल का जो नेट प्रॉफिट था H1 का वो 8.67 करोड़ था. इस बार हमने 16.02 करोड़ किया है, which by far any standards we have been अभी तक हम प्रॉमिस कर रहे थे कि हम एक 40-50% कैगर की ग्रोथ दे पाएंगे, बट वी हैव ट्राइड टू आउट परफॉर्म दैट, एंड दिस इज़ व्हाट वी फील. कॉन्कॉर्ड इज़ ऑलवेज कंजर्वेटिव इन प्रॉमिसिंग आवर ग्रोथ, बट इवेंचुअली हम उससे बेहतर डिलीवर करके दिखाते हैं. एंड with this we have Nitin and me, every single day we drive only for growth. Honestly, we feel that Concord today is unstoppable in terms of our numbers. These numbers which we have delivered are way better than what we have delivered so far. But at the same time, if I talk about our future growth, then in our way forward, we will say that by whatever we delivered in financial year FY25, we firmly believe that in the next 2 to 3 years, we will grow that by 5 times. And this is just not our ambition, but we have very clear and we are very confident that we will be able to deliver that kind of growth in next 2 to 3 years. Uh, Only on the guidance basis we say that we look forward to grow at 40-50% CAGR for next 3 to 5 years in terms of our revenue. बट हमें लगता है कि FY25 के नंबर्स के अगेंस्ट अगले 2-3 साल हमारे गोल्डन पीरियड हैं, और उसमें जो हमारी ग्रोथ होनी है वो काफ़ी ट्रांसफॉर्मेशनल होनी है. Next 24 to 36 months are going to be the years of Concord, where we will see new products because of this R&D capability. We will see new technologies being developed in-house. We will open new market opportunities for Concord, and we are completely investing in our engineering expertise and process innovations, because that's how any company is built. It cannot be by chance, but it has to be by design. So with this we have a very high conviction that Concord will deliver new heights in next 24 to 36 months. Now if I have to talk about the business structure, so last time when we were discussing, Progota was only 26% stake. It was an associate company where Concord has only 26% stake. But I have been asked this question multiple times कि इसमें stake बढ़ने की क्या possibility है. So today I can proudly say that Progota में we are now having 46.5% stake. And we at Concord are really conservative about any opportunity. We only get into something when we see that there is an opportunity which is about to be converted. And this is exactly what happened when we took this call of increasing the stake. We are only few months away from getting a very high growth potential and an order pipeline. As a deal structuring, we are always conservative. We feel that जब तक opportunity पूरी पक ना जाए, या there is a situation where it is fully ready, then only we move fast, and then only we work on increasing or acquiring that company immediately, because it's a high conviction move and it is a very well calculated move then. So with this, I think Progota and Kavach is going to be a game changer for us and will be further contributing to our revenues. इसमें there is a tender coming from ICF soon for train sets. Then there is a tender, very large tender of locomotives which are about to come from the other production units. So with that, we are fully now ready to participate in orders, as I was earlier mentioning that we have been approved for as a vendor who can participate in tenders. So that's why we have increased our stake. If I have to talk about advance rail from the locomotive side in the business structure, Super Anaconda and DPWCS has been a transformational growth for us. Today the entire order pipeline of 313 crores, majority of it comes from these wireless communication and control systems which we have developed for locomotives. And not only that, we are focusing on the entire propulsion system for the zero emission side of the business. With this technology of wireless communications and remote monitoring, we feel that the order pipeline for next 2 to 3 quarters is going to be multiplying from where it is today. I would not say an incremental addition, but I would say a multiplying effect will come only from Advance Rail, because Advance Rail is now a company which is going to be soon merged into Concord, and it will become one single unit. So the entire growth is coming from Advance Rail, and we feel very positive about it. Then, if I have to talk about all my other opportunities in terms of the metro business, so last time we mentioned that the metro business was a new business which we started with a German company, and we did a transfer of technology with them. We had received the order from DMRC. Today, I can say that the order is being successfully delivered with multiple meetings and visits jointly conducted on the entire metro network on the specific lines for which the order has been awarded to us. And we are seeing significant interest coming in from other metros and main lines for the same product, because this is a game changing technology for the Indian overhead monitoring of the entire asset life and preventive maintenance. And if I have to talk about Wild, which is part of our Concord Lab to Market Innovations bucket, in this we had received an order of more than 20 sets of Wild, which are already under commissioning and delivery at various sites across the country, starting from Jammu to Odisha to other places. And the speed of execution has been phenomenal, with the Indian Institute of Science Bangalore incubated startup L2M and us have been working relentlessly to deliver this, and there are many more requirements which are being generated by other railways, and soon we will see those orders also becoming part of our order funnel for this. And we are very hopeful that this opportunity, or the target opportunity which is there in 2030, instead of 5 years, we might do it a little before, in 3 to 4 years maybe. So we are very positive on the developments which we are currently working on. And as we look forward, I think the journey of Concord has just begun. Uh, the acceleration has already started, but today we see that there is a massive growth which is going to come in the next few years. The strong foundation for that growth has already been laid, and Concord is entering into that golden phase where the next 2 3 years will change everything. अ, हम यहाँ पे, मतलब मैं अगर बोलना चाहूँ तो ये बोलूँगा कि हम अपनी पूरी नई कहानी अगले 3 साल में लिखेंगे. एंड आई थिंक एवरीबडी internally in the team is proud of the fact that Concord is trying to scale at this pace, and we foresee that we will continue to deliver outcomes at the same result pace. And now, with fusion and zero emission coming in, we feel that we will not only work for the Indian ecosystem, but we foresee that we are getting ready for the global railway subsystems category. And with that, Nitin and me both share a very strong vision that हम रेलवे की, इंडिया की एक ऐसी कंपनी बनना चाहते हैं जिसके लिए हम सबको गर्व हो, और वी बिकम द लार्जेस्ट रेलवे टेक्नोलॉजी प्लेयर from India for the world. And we not only just grow, but we build a legacy which is completely driven by innovations and R&D and new technologies. So with this, I think we are coming to the end of our short discussion and sharings of key highlights which we wanted to share. Happy to answer any questions.
Thank you. We'll now begin the question and answer session. Anybody who wishes to ask a question, please use the option of raise hand. We'll take the first question from Akshay Kaila. Please go ahead.
Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, Akshay.
हाँ जी अक्षय.
Yeah, sir. Okay. First of all, congratulations for the very, very good set of numbers, sir. My first question is, what was the acquisition cost of Fusion Technology, and what is the revenue potential and EBITDA margins potential in that PCB business over the next 2 to 3 years?
Sure, Akshay. Mohsen, you can share the slides in between, no?
Okay. Okay.
So that there is something on the screen which is more relatable.
Right.
So, Akshay, Fusion as a company is one of the largest flexible PCB installed capacities in the country. And with this electronic manufacturing services, we feel that not only the current setup of Flex, but the entire railway EMS is becoming a very large play for us. For our own backward integration of PCBs which are there in Fusion wala slide.
हाँ sir.
For our own backward integration of PCBs which we manufacture at Progota and Advanced Rail for Kavach as well as loco systems, but also for the entire global loco systems. And we feel that at full scale, the company should be doing a revenue of about 200 crores and the EBITDA margins should be upwards 20%.
And sir, acquisition
की
cost
हाईलाइट वाले पेज पे था ना, हाँ ये ऐसे, हाँ सॉरी.
and sir, acquisition cost of Fusion Tech, have we decided till now?
So acquisition cost is confidential as part of the agreement and it will be shared in due course.
Okay. Okay, sir. And sir, my second question is, currently we have got the order of around 20 crore for the, the inspection of the cover system, right? Our testing of the cover system.
Sir, can you please repeat the question?
Sir, currently we have got the order of cover system of around 20 crore in Progota, India for the inspection or the testing of the cover system, right?
Yes, we have got the order value of 19.5 crores in which we have to manufacture, supply, install and commission 5 stations, 6 remote interface units and 10 loco coverage systems on a route kilometer length of 53 kilometers from Kachegoda to Mehboob Nagar in South Central Railway.
Okay. And so when do we expect this to be completed and significant order flow once the inspection is done can be generated in Concord control?
We are actively working on this and जिस स्पीड से और जो ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड से हम अभी तक चलते आ रहे हैं और आपने भी देखा कि हमने उसमें 26% से अब स्टेक भी बढ़ा लिया है. सो वी आर ओनली पोजिशन्ड बिकॉज वी नो दैट वी विल बी डिलीवरिंग दीज ऑर्डर्स सून. We will also start getting more orders and orders size be should be significant.
Okay, sir. And sir, last question from my side is that where do you see Concord Control Limited as a whole consolidated company in to 2030? So what is your goal and vision to where do we see this company in 2030?
सर मैं 2030 की बात करूं तो मैंने अभी बताया कि हम इंडिया की लार्जेस्ट रेलवे कंपनी बनना चाहते हैं इन टर्म्स ऑफ रेवेन्यू, इन टर्म्स ऑफ प्रोडक्ट्स, बट मोर फ्रॉम अ टेक्नोलॉजी एंड अ कैपेबिलिटी स्टैंड पॉइंट कि जहाँ पे लोग हमें जाने इस बात से कि हम वो कंपनी है जो रेलवे की प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करते हैं और इनोवेट करके नए प्रोडक्ट्स लेके आते हैं जो जेन्युइनली फील्ड को रिक्वायर्ड होते हैं और फील्ड की जो जो पूरे नेटवर्क की रिक्वायरमेंट है वो समझ के होते हैं। बट इन टर्म्स ऑफ रेवेन्यू अगर मैं बात करूं तो जो हमारे फाइनेंशियल ईयर 2025 के नंबर्स थे, हमें लगता है कि हम 2 से 3 साल में उसको 5 गुना बढ़ाने की कोशिश करेंगे ऑन अ कंजर्वेटिव साइड।
Okay, sir. All right. Thank you so much for answering my questions and all the best for the
थैंक यू
future.
अक्षय।
Thank you, Akshay. We'll take the next question from Rupesh Tatia. Please go ahead.
Hi, sir. Thank you for the opportunity. I have three, four questions, all of them on Kavach. So first question, sir, is this recent Kavach announcement that you did maybe 1 or 2 weeks ago. Am I correct in understanding that your hardware now has been qualified for Kavach 4.0?
So our entire product has been developed and has been functionally tested by the main authorities, and based on that the RDSO has validated us for field trials, for which we have already secured an order and have received the tender. And based on this we are now fully capable to supply this product, as well as we are very happy when we see this, that railway has been able to check our product, which is completely 100% developed by our own team in-house.
Okay, so now you have to do 5,000 kilometer trial, right? For to get the 4.0 certificate. So have you been, has the trial started? Have you been allocated a loco? Which section are you going to go do a trial? Some updates around that, and then the timeline. When will we get the certificate?
तो सर जैसे मैं पहले बता रहा था, जो सेक्शन है वो कच्चेगौड़ा बुरवल गोलापल्ली महबूब नगर का साउथ सेंट्रल रेलवे का सेक्शन है। इस सेक्शन की लेंथ 53 किलोमीटर यानी कि 53 किलोमीटर्स की है, एंड द ट्रायल सेज दैट वी हैव टू कवर 5000 लोको किलोमीटर्स। इट डज नॉट मीन दैट वी हैव टू कवर 5000 किलोमीटर्स। इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि if there is a section from one end to the other end, it is 53 kilometers, and if one loco passes from point A, from the starting to the end, the loco covers 53 kilometers, and that means our trial of 53 kilometers is conducted. Okay, so if
Okay.
3 trains are passing the same section in one day, then we are covering more than 150 kilometers. So assuming, I'm just giving an assumption for mathematical calculation, that if 3 trains passes the same section of 53 kilometers every day, it would take us roughly about 31 days of uninterrupted running to complete the trials.
So that I understand, sir. This logic I understand. My question was very simple. Has the trial started? And
The
if
trial
it is
will
started,
start.
how many kilometers have been done? I mean, all these
The trial will
mathematics I
start.
understand because I track the industry.
Very nice, very nice.
Huh.
The trial will start soon, sir.
Any timeline when the trial will start?
We will start the loco commissioning in few weeks.
Few weeks. Okay. And then coming second question is on the loco opportunity. So there are, my understanding is there are three sort of large tenders. One is the current 10,000 tender, which I think the industry players are executing. Then there is another 6,500 approximately tender, I think, from CLW. And then there is 2,500 roughly tender from Railway Coach Factory. So I think first these new tenders, 6,500 and 2,500, have we qualified as a development vendor?
Yes.
And if yes, then what kind of quantity do you expect? And when do you expect that these tenders will close and will get the order? So that is about the new tender. And then this existing tender, I think there is some, I think, re-tendering clause. So what kind of opportunity you see in this 10,000? You think 3,000 will get retender, 5,000 will get retendering? Any view? And then what kind of opportunity we will get? So these if you can address this in two parts, yeah.
So Kavach is a very large opportunity. Most in Kavach wali side. Kavach is a very large opportunity, and you rightly said that there is one tender of ICF for 2,500, roughly 2,500 train sets, which is already published in the public forum. The other tender which is already published is more than 6,000 locomotives, by one of the loco works manufacturing facility of railways. In both the tenders, Progota India as Concord is definitely qualified to participate as a developmental vendor, and we foresee that these tenders will be finalized before this financial year ends, and we will have secured a good amount of orders if we are able to secure a decent position.
Okay, and the retendering one, sir?
Railway today is undergoing large deployment of Kavach, and with the current accelerated plans, Railway wanted that the 10,000 locomotives should be implemented with Kavach and the product should be installed in all the Kavach by December. So let's see how the industry people perform, and we will be able to share the highlights as soon as the December ends and we get to know how much has been done.
And sir, in the
Thank you,
last,
Rupesh. Please
just
rejoin
one
the queue.
clarification,
Please,
just one
please,
clarification.
please. There are a lot of participants. Please, I request you to rejoin the queue. We'll take the next question. And before taking the next question, I'd request the participants to limit the questions to 2 per participants. We'll take the next question from Shashank Sagar Jha. Please go ahead. Shashank?
Yeah, hello.
Yes, Shashank.
Yes, I wanted to know about what is the maximum size in coverage we can bid for. Like, what is the cap? Is there any cap?
नहीं, cap in the sense no sir.
जैसे सर हम लोग 200-300 करोड़ के ऑर्डर के लिए भी बिड कर सकते हैं क्या?
बिल्कुल
कवच
कर
में?
सकते हैं सर, बिल्कुल कर सकते हैं। हम लोग 200, 300, 10,000 करोड़ का जो टेंडर होगा उसके लिए भी बिड कर सकते हैं। And railway has 2 different categories of developmental as well as approved sources. So we will be participating as a developmental vendor in these tenders. But all the tenders we are
Okay.
eligible to bid. There is no turnover
Okay.
capping for any tender.
Okay. So are you looking to raise your guidance like फ्यूजन से आपका 200 करोड़ का आ सकता है, फिर इधर से भी आ सकता है, तो 40-50 से तो ज़्यादा ही हम लोग करेंगे।
सर मैं अभी थोड़ी देर पहले वही बता रहा था कि अगले 36 महीने हमारे लिए बहुत ही अहम एंड हमारा गोल्डन पीरियड है, एंड वी फील दैट हमने पिछले साल एडवांस रेल को अक्वायर किया था और 1 साल में हमने उसको धमाकेदार तरीके से टर्न अराउंड करके उसको स्टेबलाइज़ किया, और आज की डेट में वो हमारे लिए एक इनोवेशन हब की तरह एक्ट कर रहा है, वेयर ऑल द रेलवे टेक्नोलॉजीज आर बीइंग बिल्ट। सेकंड, अब हमारा सारा फोकस विथ प्रोगोटा में स्टेक इंक्रीज करने से प्रोगोटा विल बिकम अ गेम चेंजर फॉर द नेक्स्ट कपल ऑफ ईयर्स इन टर्म्स ऑफ आवर ग्रोथ पोटेंशियल, अलॉन्ग विथ ज़ीरो एमिशन ओपनिंग ग्लोबल डोर्स, जो कि
Yeah.
काफ़ी बड़े अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ लेके आते हैं। जितना आज हमारा बिजनेस है उससे डबल ट्रिपल साइज़ की अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ लेके आते हैं। एंड विथ ऑल ऑफ दैट, बाय द टाइम दीज ऑल थिंग्स पैन आउट, फ्यूजन विल ऑल्सो बिकम अ वेरी लार्ज कंट्रीब्यूटर टू आवर ग्रोथ। सो ईयर ऑन ईयर ग्रोथ हम ना ही सिर्फ आउट परफॉर्म करना चाहेंगे बट आउटबीट भी करना चाहेंगे, और हमने पास्ट में भी अपने प्रॉमिस को ओवर डिलीवर किया है। सो लेट्स
Right,
सी
sir, right.
कैसे आगे 2-3 साल जाते हैं, बट वी आर वेरी बुलिश अबाउट द नेक्स्ट फ्यू इयर्स।
सर एक और रिक्वेस्ट थी, जैसे ना ऑर्डर बुक आपने रिसेंटली 19 करोड़ का कवच का जो आया था बस वो बताया, लेकिन लाइक लास्ट ईयर का क्लोजिंग था 224 करोड़, अभी 369 था, बीच में आपको ऑर्डर्स मिला होगा वो आपने अपडेट नहीं किया, तो एज ए रिटेल इन्वेस्टर ट्रैक करना बहुत मुश्किल होता है। और फिर एक तो ये भी नहीं पता था क्वार्टरली अगर कुछ अपडेट दे सके कि कैसा प्रोग्रेस हो रहा है ऑर्डर बुक का या ओवरऑल कैसा हो रहा है, तो वो बहुत हेल्प हो जाएगी हमें सर।
बिल्कुल ठीक है सर। हमने जब ये साल शुरू किया था वी वर एट 212 करोड़ ऑफ ऑर्डर बुक।
Yeah,
We have received
I remember.
orders of more than 180 crores in this half year,
Yeah,
and we have executed orders of 80 crores. Today we stand at a closing order book. Today means at the closure of the half year, we stand at a order book of 313 plus crores, and we will keep
Yeah.
increasing this order book, and we will try and give quarterly updates of order books as well.
नहीं सर, मेरा बोलने का मतलब क्या है कि आपको बीच में 160-170 करोड़ से ज्यादा का ही ऑर्डर मिला होगा, लेकिन हमें एज रिटेल इन्वेस्टर बट वो 14-15 करोड़ का जो कवच का ऑर्डर मिला था ना, उसी का नोटिफिकेशन आया था, बाकी ऑर्डर का नोटिफिकेशन नहीं आया था। तो पता नहीं चलता है कि कंपनी में क्या चल रहा है, तो
बिल्कुल
बहुत
ठीक है
हेल्पफुल
सर,
हो जाएगा अगर। या थैंक यू
बिल्कुल ठीक
सर,
है,
डूइंग
पॉइंट
गुड।
नोटेड सर।
Thank you.
थैंक यू।
Thank you. Thank you, Shashank. We'll take the next question from Chitresh Lunawat. Please go ahead.
Fantastic updates, sir. Very happy to be the shareholder from the very first day in Concord listed. Thank you, sir. Sir, my questions are regarding sir, जैसे इतने सारे orders और बाकी अपन बात कर रहे हैं, तो what about the working capital requirements, sir? So किसी बैंक के साथ हमारा tie up है or any other plans like for the funds required?
So Chitresh ji, first of all, thank you for being our investor, and thank you for the patronage from the day of listing. आपने बताया आप हमारे साथ जुड़े हैं, तो ये सुन के बहुत अच्छा लगता है that you have confidence in us, and we will, I promise you that we will keep up to our promise. And जहाँ तक orders की बात है, yes, orders is a continuous journey, and जैसे जैसे order आते जाते हैं we keep generating cash flows from the company, plus at the same time we are working with multiple banks to increase as and when the working capital requirement arises.
Basically fundraise वगैरह का अभी मतलब we are not having any option, right? अभी are we thinking about raising funds in near future?
सर जैसे जैसे ग्रोथ होगी वैसे वैसे जैसी ज़रूरत पूरी करनी होगी वो करेंगे, चाहे वो बैंक से हो चाहे इन्वेस्टर से हो।
Sure, sir. So please do consider retail
थोड़ा
investors also,
हम
sir.
लोग कंजर्वेटिव रहते हैं इस बारे में कि जो कॉस्ट ऑफ कैपिटल है वो कम से कम रहे, सो उसको कम रखते हुए जो भी कंपनी के हित में होगा वी विल डेफिनेटली डू दैट सर, बट दैट विल
Sure,
नॉट
sir.
हैम्पर or the need of capital will never be a concern for growth in the company.
Sure, sir. And my next question was on the fusion acquisition, sir. So जैसे आपकी हिस्ट्री हम लोगों ने देखी है, you go slow from in the acquisition, you know, slow small percentage से you make it big percentage like Pragota and Advanced Rail. But यहाँ fusion में हमने directly 80% कर लिया है and it's normally a non-revenue company. तो are we seeing such big scope immediately in fusion and also इसमें कुछ PLI वगैरह का भी है क्या सर? मतलब गवर्नमेंट सपोर्ट का भी कुछ है इसमें?
So flexible PCB India's one of the most sunshine sectors with semiconductors and everything coming in, and there are massive PLI schemes which the government of India is coming with and is contributing to grow this industry. You rightly said, sir, that this is a strategic acquisition, and this acquisition was, we did a significant majority stake acquisition only because आज भी इंडिया की ये लार्जेस्ट इंस्टॉल्ड कैपेसिटी है फॉर फ्लेक्स पीसीबी, और जितनी भी पीएलआई स्कीम्स के थ्रू और आएंगे वो अभी और टाइम लगाएंगे, so we see a very high revenue potential in years to come from this company.
सेम थिंग फॉर प्रोगोटा ऑल्सो, मतलब सर कि प्रोगोटा में भी अभी 46% है और अपन काफी बड़े ऑर्डर्स एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हैं, तो उसमें भी 46 से आर वी ट्राइंग टू विल वी डू गो फॉर 100% या उसमें वो ऑप्शन नहीं है सर?
सर धीमे धीमे 26 से हम यहाँ पहुँचे हैं, अब आगे देखिए, वी कीप ग्रोइंग, एंड हमारा जो अभी तक का डिसीजन मेकिंग रहा है वो थोड़ा सा कंजर्वेटिव रहता है till the time it becomes a very high conviction, high calculated move. We slowly structure the deal and then wait for the commercialization to happen. Once the commercialization is about to happen, then we try and acquire and seek the opportunity. So let's see, sir. We'll keep growing.
Thank you, sir. And thank you for having this call. And all the best for listing, getting into main board also, sir. I think you guys are working on that. and definitely would like to meet you also, sir. कुछ AGM अगर अपन physical रखेंगे तो it will be helpful. Thank you, sir.
It will be a pleasure to meet the investors on a face-to-face basis, and we are soon getting ready for main board. As soon as the compliances are complete for main board, we will be going ahead with the main board application.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
We'll take the next question from Anurag Agarwal. Please go ahead.
Hi sir. First of all, congratulations on the results. So basically, मेरा एक question था fundamentally. We go on we've done a multiple rounds of acquisitions in many companies. तो हमारा what is our process of acquiring a company? क्योंकि mostly जितना भी हमारा as an investor experience रहता है, most acquisitions fail. However, currently अभी तक तो हमारा track record अच्छा है and like in terms of acquisitions only तो Progota में हमने क्या capabilities देखी है अभी क्या है manpower capacity या any other capability which made us acquire them and why can they get Kavach approval and not a wholly owned subsidiary or a main company of Concord get approval for Kavach 4.0 like is there a possibility कि हमारी company को भी directly Kavach का मिल सकता है approval?
So, Anurag ji, thank you for saying that. And yes, Concord has grown inorganically through acquisitions, and that has been the driver for growth for our company from years to come. From a product company, we have gradually moved to a technology and an innovation company. And this positioning we could only bring on board because of all this coming in play. And यू कैन जनरली जो आपका सवाल है कि हम ऐसा क्या देखते हैं जो अक्वायर करते हैं, सो वी ईदर लुक एट any technology which is directly impacting the safety of Indian Railways. So that is one technology we want to get into. Everything you can't develop in-house on day one, so you have to partner, collaborate and bring more people and work with them if you understand the railway ecosystem. So we see where we are going to add value as a company. हमारे value chain में कहाँ कौन fit होता है, एंड जैसे ही हमें कोई कंपनी आइडेंटिफाई होती है उस वैल्यू चेन में, वी ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड द प्रोडक्ट, देन वी ट्राई एंड अंडरस्टैंड हाउ मच ऑफ दैट प्रोडक्ट्स टेक्नोलॉजी इज इन हाउस दैट कंपनी. तो ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि हम कोई चीज़ ले लें मगर उसके पास टेक्नोलॉजी ना हो. तो वो टेक्नोलॉजी ही हमारा मेन बैकबोन होती है, और अगर उस कंपनी के पास टेक्नोलॉजी है तो हम ये ज़रूर चाहेंगे कि हम उसको अपने साथ जोड़ के अपना बना लें, रादर देन हम ये देखें कि अपने में क्या है उसके में क्या है. सो द आइडिया इज़ कि कोलैबोरेट करके ग्रो करें, ना कि compete करके.
Got it. Got it. And sir, coming to the retrofitting of diesel locomotives, you spoke that it has a immense possibility. I just wanted to understand a few things related to it. If a
Zero
customer
emission slide.
if a customer opts for choosing the retrofitted locomotive versus buying a new locomotive, what kind of a savings can the customer get? Secondly, इंडिया में ऐसे कितने डीजल लोकोमोटिव्स हैं विच आर येट टू रिटायर जहां पर हम ये रेट्रोफिट कर सकते हैं? थर्ड, कैन देयर आल्सो बी सर्कमस्टेंसेस वेयर consumers can think यार नहीं, we should go for a more advanced version of locomotive rather than getting it retrofitted? Yeah.
So Anurag, again, a very impressive question. So Mohsin, can you please go to slide number 7? No, 8. Sorry. Yeah. So to answer your question, किसी भी पुरानी स्क्रैप को, जंक को, अगर आप उसको, जैसे वाई वी से एनीथिंग एज स्क्रैप इज वंस द कॉर्डल लाइफ मतलब जितनी उसकी लाइफ होती है टू रन ऑन अ ट्रैक, फिट टू रन जो बोलते हैं, अगर एक लोकोमोटिव का फिट टू रन पीरियड ख़त्म हो जाता है तो वो बेसिकली एक स्क्रैप या एक जंक की तरह ट्रीट किया जाता है, एंड यू ओनली गेट द स्क्रैप वैल्यू ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट. अगर आप उसी प्रोडक्ट को फिर से नया जैसा बना दो एंड यू एंड अप सेविंग 30 to 40% of cost depending on the type of fuel, for the client, you are genuinely creating an ecosystem where the product becomes more acceptable than buying a new locomotive. एंड इसमें ये 700 HP से लेके ऐसा नहीं है कि आपने जो बोला कि नया खरीद लें, तो 3200 HP तक के प्रोडक्ट्स आज की डेट में is what we are trying to design. And when I say 32 HP, basically in the entire country, rather entire world, the highest ever diesel locomotive conversion into a zero emission hydrogen hybrid system is not more than 1600 or 1800. We are attempting 3200. So everything is possible, and we are very proud that we are part of this supply chain. We have been able to develop this product in house, and we see immense potential in terms of revenue for the next many years coming only from this. स्पेशली अगर मैं ग्लोबल बात करूं तो जो आज हमारा करंट रेवेन्यू टॉप लाइन है, मैं अगले कुछ सालों में देखता हूं कि 50% ऑफ दिस शुड कम फ्रॉम ग्लोबल रेवेन्यूज फ्रॉम this product as well as other locomotive subsystems.
Got it. So just to re-emphasize on the part, how many such diesel locomotives are yet to retire in India?
I will come back to you with a number.
Okay. ठीक है. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Anurag. I'll request the participants to limit their questions to 2 per participants. We'll take the next question from Shubham Agarwal. Please go ahead.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, Shubham.
Great. Congratulations, sir, on a great set of numbers. My first question was on the standalone revenue of the company. So, although the consolidated revenue was grew by 64%, I noticed that the standalone revenue has declined by 26% year on year. Could you please break down the performance and tell us what drove the standalone and the consolidated numbers?
So we have done 26 crores from the standalone, 26 point some crores from the standalone balance sheet, versus Advance Rail contributes a larger portion of the growth for Concord, and we see that the same growth is going to continue. But at the same time, Concord numbers or the standalone numbers are well positioned to continue as per our last financial year numbers as well.
Okay, great. And sir, the second question was on Fusion. What will its likely contribution be in FY26? Because I noticed in the statement that you mentioned you will try to make it operational again by year end. And how soon is the company looking to hit the revenue of 200 crores that has been guided?
So, Shubham, this is a fairly new ecosystem which we have entered. We are very confident and we have a very high conviction that we will deliver what we are envisaging as a revenue potential in that company. Maybe we will be better equipped to answer these points in detail in the next H2 results. Abhi to hardly there have been few days of acquisition.
Okay, thank you. And just one last question. So are you optimistic that we can achieve a 200 crore consolidated revenue in FY26?
हर प्रमोटर ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा करना चाहता है और हम तो काफ़ी धुआंधार काम करना चाहते हैं. हमारा हमेशा H2 is heavier than H1 and we expect that the
Right,
same
sir.
should continue, but we are very happy with the results of H1 and we hope that we will continue the same growth as we have been doing in the past many years.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We'll take the next question from Vishal Dudhwala. Please go ahead.
Yeah, first of all, congratulations on a good set of numbers. So first question is on your order book. Like order book has grown sharply, but the conversion into revenue is not as sharp as the order book. So can you show throw some light on your conversion in next to 18 or month?
Vishalji, thank you so much for the question. Yes, the order book has increased significantly, and we are very happy for that. In fact, we are well positioned to deliver the order book in next 18 to 24 months. So we don't see any challenge on the execution side. There are certain approvals which were needed to start execution of these orders, which are already in place, and now we are fully positioned to execute. In fact, within 1 year, all these numbers are largely from Advance Rail on the locomotive DPWCS and remote monitoring and the wireless systems. The kind of turnaround we have been doing in that venture and getting everything in order, plus getting all the approvals and trials getting completed, we foresee that the execution will become faster than what it has been till now.
Okay, so can you say what's the quarterly run rate you are seeing in FY26?
It is very difficult to give a quarterly run rate, but H2 is always heavier than H1. This is our past trajectory, so we hope that we will be able to deliver the same. Plus, at the same time, once the product gets into the execution mode from the trial and testing phase, it becomes even faster.
Okay. And the second question is on your Kavach prototype. Like, at what stage you are at to commercialize the full supplier? Can you throw some light on it? Like, how many field trials are pending, and at what stage you are in currently?
So, I had already answered this question earlier, but I will repeat my answer. We have received the RDSO technical prototype clearance, which means that we are now a fully uh, approved developmental vendor of Indian Railways for Kavach 4.0, and it also allows us to participate in all the upcoming tenders of Indian Railways for Kavach, which was earlier discussed on the call, and there are significant tenders which are coming in, and we hope that if all these tenders are finalized by this financial year, then there will be a sizable order book at Progota within the company. And about the field trial, it is a 53-kilometer section length in which we have to do 5,000 loco kilometers, and we will start commissioning and installation in few weeks from now.
Okay. So, can you just say what's the unit economics of it, like EBITDA margin or something on it?
So Kavach as a product is a high margin because it's a safety technology and it's a niche product, and years of R&D and development is required to develop the product, and we foresee that it should contribute anywhere upwards of 25% in terms of EBITDA margins,
Okay.
plus an annuity stream of maintenance and upgrades which will further support the cash flows for many years to come.
Okay.
Thank you,
So-
Vishal. I'll request you to rejoin the queue, please. We'll take the next question from Julie Bhaviskar. Please go ahead.
Hi. So, from my understanding, in Kavach, you are L2 bidder right now. So, when can we expect you to become L1 bidder? And also, how you see Kavach as an opportunity in future? And what are your plans on getting?
Sorry, can you please repeat the first question? I was not able to hear you properly.
Okay, so from my understanding, you are L2 bidder right now in Kavach. So when we can expect you to become a L1 bidder, and how you see Kavach as an opportunity in future, and you can how much market share you can gain in future, and also in Kavach we can see the execution problem is there from other companies. We can see that in December they are not able to compete. So is there any execution problem, and also you are facing that on?
So we are not a L1 or an L2 bidder. L1 and L2 bidders are basically the lowest cost in any tender. We may be an L1 or an L2 bidder in the upcoming tender. That is what we all are hoping for. Let's see whether we will be L1 or L3 or L4. That depends on the pricing of the product. But I think you were referring to the developmental and approved sources of Kavach. So today we are a developmental source of Kavach, and with this we foresee that in all the upcoming tenders we will be eligible for the developmental quantities of the orders. And why our execution, I feel that Concord is well positioned to execute faster the Kavach subsystems, because we already understand the locomotives. We already have our products installed in a lot of locomotives. We already have our service engineers, service network, and installation teams at multiple sites across the country because of our current product list of driver displays, distributed power wireless supply controls, FSKs, remote monitoring system. With all these current locomotive products, we understand a locomotive better. We in fact manufacture a lot of brake interface units and Kavach subsystems in-house in Advance Rail, which is our Bangalore firm. So with Kavach, I think it's a forward integration for us, and we will be executing faster than many. I think we will be better positioned to execute faster.
Okay. And my other question is, you have now 2, 3 revenue streams in your hand. Kavach, now Fusion, and also you have that Anaconda thing. So my question is, how are you focusing on this different revenue stream? आपका कोई particular एक चीज पे ज़्यादा focus है, या how you want to grow all of this section together? So that is my question.
So railway as a sector is an opportunity pool of various products and technologies, and from time to time we have to act on each side of the business. So I think we are actively as a management, Nitin and me both are completely focused on the growth which is coming from the locomotive subsystems today. Tomorrow it will be from Kavach and zero emission, and day after it will be from Fusion and the entire locomotives being exported from India. So it's a phased growth trajectory which the company is on.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Julie. We'll take the next question from Naman Parmar. Please go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. So, firstly, on the locomotive side, so how much percentage of the cost of the locomotive you are serving? Like if locomotive cost is around 18 crore to 20 crore, then how much you are serving?
So, Naman, I think on a per locomotive basis, the electronics which we manufacture and supply would be ranging about 70 to 80 lakhs per locomotive. Uh, Plus the propulsion and the Kavach coming in, it should significantly increase by more than 20 to 25% of the overall cost of the locomotive.
So, the propulsion system that basically the IGBT propulsion system. So, you have done any technology type for that? So, how hard it is to crack that particular product and other player can enter this or not?
Railway is an open and a transparent forum. Everybody can participate and prove their products and get approvals. But I think we have a very strong R&D and a research team, and we are developing our entire propulsion in-house without any tie-ups with any other firm. So we feel that the entire technology is in-house developable by our own team, and we have the capable manpower in place, and we can proudly boast for that.
Okay, understood. And any
आज की
product
डेट
that
में
we
we
have?
have more than 118 R&D engineers which are only focused on innovating and designing and creating IPs for the company. and for railways.
Okay, understood. And any product that we are supply under the Vande Bharat trains, sir?
So Kavach
Mm.
train sets would be part of Kavach as well. Plus, there are multiple other products which we manufacture at our locomotive facility, which are also supplied to Amrit Bharat, Vande Bharat, and other product categories of Indian Railways.
Okay, so what would be the opportunity size for that in particularly Vande Bharat trains?
Specifically for EMUs and memos, we feel that and train sets, we feel that the opportunity size would be significantly large. We have not done a breakup of train sets for that. We will come back to you.
Okay, and lastly, if you can give
Loco
the
subsystems. If I have to go to the TAM, I think loco subsystems all put together, we have put about 2,500 crores as an opportunity size for us, which also
yeah,
includes train sets.
understood. Yeah.
Naman,
And
may I request you
lastly,
to rejoin the queue, please? Naman?
yeah, only one last question. Lastly, if you can give order book breakup, how much is from traction, metro, loco?
It will not be available offhand with me. I will work on it and get back to you.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Naman. We'll take the follow-up question from Rupesh Tatia. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi. Thank you for the follow-up. The question I was asking is, in the first 10,000 loco tender, 20% was reserved for the development vendors. So in the two big follow-on tenders, is it fair to expect that similar quantity will be reserved for development vendors?
Yes.
Okay. And now I see there are so many development vendors. Gigitronics is there, Quadrant is there, you are there, Bharat Electronics is there, E2E Rail is there. So five at least I know. So within development vendors, how will the quantities be divided? Will it be based on the progress of certification, or what will be the criteria to split that opportunity?
So Rupesh there are more than 15 companies who would be developing Kavach, but all those 15 companies would have not received the technical clearance from RDSO and will not be eligible to participate as developmental vendors in the upcoming tenders. So I don't foresee so many people participating as you mentioned.
So how many development vendors are there as of today approved?
I will come back to you with a list, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. We'll take the next question from Alok Shah. Please go ahead.
Am I
Alok?
audible?
Yes, Alok.
Oh, yeah. So I just had one question. Um, there is some audio behind, I think so.
No, I think it's from your side.
Okay, sorry. Yeah. So I just wanted to ask one question that the PCB acquisition we have done of Flex. So is there what is the competitive edge after gaining the company, because are we designing or we are just assembling the PCBs? So I just wanted a clarification on that.
Thank you, Alokji, for bringing that. Uh, we are not assembling, but we are going to design and manufacture the flexible PCBs in-house. So the entire printed circuit board would be manufactured on German and European machines which are installed in the plant. And this is, in terms of edge, will give us a competitive edge in terms of the entire backward integration of our PCB procurement, because today with Kavach as well as with Advanced Rail and all the electronic components which we are today um, manufacturing and supplying, we use a lot of printed circuit boards, and this facility will come as a backward integration for the entire EMS requirement of ours, and for the future market as well.
Okay, so just to get a clarity, we will be more focused on railway side EMS, or it will be like a general electronics manufacturing.
It will not be a general electronics manufacturing. We will be setting up an entire end-to-end ecosystem for railway EMS in India for the world through this acquisition of Fusion. But this also opens a lot of doors for us outside the current domain of business which we have. And that is a natural progression which we will gain from this with higher margins and higher values.
Okay,
Thank you,
okay,
Alok.
understood. Thanks.
Yeah. Thank you, Alok. We'll take the follow-up question from Anurag. Please go ahead.
Hello.
Yes, Anurag.
Hi, sir. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to ask again. I just wanted to ask two more questions. What are some restrictions that might be placed on a developmental vendor of Kavach versus a fully approved vendor?
Thank you, Anurag, for asking that. To clarify, there are no restrictions in terms of product specifications or product deployment of Kavach for any approved or a developmental vendor. As earlier it was being discussed, the developmental vendor is entitled for 20% of the quantity of a tender compared to an approved vendor. That is the only differentiator. Otherwise, the product capabilities, the technology, the product installation, everything remains the same, and that is why there is no capping on turnover.
Got it. However, there's a capping on the tender size, which is 20%. Got it. Also, would you want to say we have a differentiated product of Kavach as compared to our peers?
uh, we are a company which has 100% in-house developed product, and we are not dependent on any third party developer for any improvements or cost optimization, which brings our overall cost of the product significantly lower than others. And at the same time, the edge which Concord has because of all the other loco subsystems which we manufacture in house, like brake interface unit, like driver displays, CCUs, BCUs, all of that will further enhance our cost optimization, and we feel that we will have a very cost efficient product compared to a lot of others with completely in-house research team.
Got it. Thank you for answering.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you, Anurag. We'll take the next question from Nischal Mittal. Please go ahead.
Hi Gaurav, congratulations for the good numbers for the half year. So one question on this strategic investment that you guys have done into Fusion Electronics. So what is the play here? What is the capability or the background for which we have acquired or we have made this investment? Was it, I mean, and how much capex does it have currently? Because I think we have not talked about the existing scale this business has. So if you can talk about some of these things, I think would be helpful.
Thank you, Nishal, for asking this. And so today, Fusion is the largest installed capacity of flexible PCBs in the country, of more than 2 lakh square kilometers, 2 lakh square meters. And not only flex, but this can also make rigid PCBs. And we see a revenue potential of more than 200 crores at full capacity if we are able to achieve that. And this is kind of a backward integration for our current products, but this strategically gives us the advantage of box building a lot of solutions for railway grade assemblies for a lot of global clients, like all the large global players will already are seeking a lot of products as box build solutions, and this will help us box build for them. So
Understood.
we will not only manufacture for
Gaurav, what
the
will be the
Indian
current?
railways, but will also help us look at global railway opportunities and add that as our revenues in near future.
And Gaurav, because PCB manufacturing is an advanced PCB or flex PCBs, manufacturing is a very capex intensive business. Is there any, what is its current size in terms of the capex revenues, and what is it that we want to take it to? Because this will require capital infusion. I understand it correct. PCB manufacturing requires like 1x of asset turns. So it requires a decent amount of capex infusion as well. So we are looking at it more like for a PCB manufacturing, or we are looking at it more for a EMS, which will be more asset light.
So the company, as I said, has already having a full scale capacity for flex PCB manufacturing, not SMT. SMT is an add-on to the entire process. So the capex is already done, and we will be enhancing the technology and improving. But that is what we do at Concord. We identify great opportunities, we plug them into our system by acquiring them, and then we generate a high value outcome of that entire acquisition.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Nishant.
you. Thank you, Nishchal. Sir, we'll take the last question from Chitresh Lunawat. Please go ahead.
Sir, as we have heard, like, we have around 110 research engineers working on. So was curious to know, like, we have done so many technologies. So what are the new technologies we are working on, like MSDAC, like multi-section digital action counter, or CBTC, like communication-based control? Like anything on this front, like are we working on other technologies also which would help railways as well as metros as well?
So, Chitreshji, thank you for asking that. Yes, today Nitin and me both are very proud of the fact that हमारे यहाँ इतने सारे R&D में और प्योर R&D में इंजीनियर्स काम करते हैं, and that's how we have been able to develop the entire zero emission propulsion in-house. And now we are working on multiple zero emission propulsions for alternative fuels like hydrogen and others, and hybrid variants and higher capacities, which are again going to be used by the industries in India as well as abroad. Plus, at the same time, we are coming up with various remote monitoring and HMI solutions, which we are working on, along with different kinds of propulsion, which are again completely in-house designed and developed. And for us, now R&D is no more a department, and for us it is a mindset, and we are very happy that innovation is part of our mindset today at Concord.
Thank you, sir. This was my question. Thank you.
Thank you, Chitresh. Sir, since that was the last question, would you like to give any closing comments?
Thank you everyone for all the insightful questions. I can only say that we are building India's next railways powerhouse, and the world is watching us, and we will keep delivering what we promise to. And हम रिस्क नहीं लेते, हम काफ़ी कैलकुलेटेड बोल्ड मूव्स लेते हैं, एंड हर मूव के साथ एक नया माइलस्टोन ऐड होता है कंपनी में, एक नई डायमेंशन ऐड होती है कॉन्कॉर्ड में, and this is going to open a lot of doors for Concord in India as well as in global railway engineering sector. And we see Concord becoming a flag bearer of railway technology, and for the next 24 to 36 months we see that we are going to write our most powerful chapter with speed, scale, and definitely smart execution. And Concord will definitely become a strong and a tall railway company in India, which will be most admired for its engineering and railway sector. Thank you,
sir.
everyone.
Thank you, sir. Thank you to the management, and thank you to all the participants for joining on this call. This brings us to the end of this conference call. Thank you.